Dear friends, you are truly fortunate as your decision to watch this video on the essence of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita is not a coincidence. It is inspired by none other than Lord Shri Krishna himself. I am confident that you will watch this video till the very end, and as you listen to its words with a calm and focused mind, you will experience profound positive changes in your thoughts and life. From my personal experience, I can assure you that to derive the maximum benefit from this invaluable wisdom, you must not only listen to the essence of the Gita till the end, but also make it a daily practice. Listen to it every morning and before going to bed at night. Additionally, encourage others to do the same, for just as happiness multiplies when shared, so too does divine knowledge. The more people you share this wisdom with, the more blessings you will receive from Lord Shri Krishna. The light of the Gita's wisdom will continue to illuminate your life. The Srimad Bhagavad Gita has been revered as the Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam, the one supreme scripture, directly spoken by Lord Shri Krishna himself. In the midst of the great Mahabharata battlefield, when the valiant Arjuna was overcome with doubt and despair, Lord Krishna imparted to him this divine wisdom, offering guidance and protection through his sacred words. The Bhagavad Gita is not just a scripture, it is a divine song, an eternal source of wisdom whose glory is boundless. Even the greatest deities like Lord Mahesh and Lord Ganesh cannot fully encapsulate its magnificence, let alone us mere mortals. It is believed that in homes where the Bhagavad Gita is read or heard daily, Lord Shri Krishna himself graces that place with his divine presence. Every individual on this earth must read and understand the Bhagavad Gita, for within its teachings lie the keys to happiness, peace, and success. The Gita comprises 18 chapters with a total of 700 verses, and while reading each verse may be challenging for many, this special video brings you 151 powerful thoughts derived from its divine wisdom. We aim to present these thoughts in a simple and comprehensible manner, and we are certain that listening to them daily will help you navigate life's challenges with clarity and wisdom. Before delving into this treasure trove of knowledge, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell, as we consistently bring you informative and inspirational content for your benefit. Now, let us explore the most profound 151 teachings of the Bhagavad Gita and strive to integrate them into our lives. The foremost and most significant teaching of the Bhagavad Gita is that karma is the supreme duty. Lord Shri Krishna instructs Arjuna that every human being is born to perform actions, and no one can exist without engaging in karma. The results of our actions are inevitable. Every individual must bear the consequences of their deeds. Therefore, one must focus on performing righteous duties without attachment to the outcomes. Karma is like a seed. Whatever you sow, you shall reap. The law of karma is simple and absolute. Do good, and goodness will follow. Do wrong, and suffering will ensue. Lord Shri Krishna also teaches that a person sees God in the very form in which they remember him. Instead of wasting energy in worry, one must channel it into finding solutions. The path of righteousness begins with purity of thought, speech, and action. Krishna warns that those who fail to praise the divine despite having the ability to speak squander the greatest opportunity for liberation. He proclaims, "O human, if you wish to free yourself from all worldly sorrows, surrender unto me. The one who does not worship me can attain neither peace in this life nor in the hereafter. Those who engage in evil succumb to demonic tendencies and are ensnared by illusion, fail to seek the divine, and thus remain deprived of eternal peace. Surrender to God is the greatest source of strength. The one who truly understands divine support remains free from fear, anxiety, and sorrow. Faith in God should be as unwavering as that of a child who, when thrown into the air, laughs without fear, knowing with absolute certainty that his parent will not let him fall. Lord Krishna reassures us, "Even when the world turns its back on you, I will stand by your side." One must never compare themselves with others. You are unique and complete in yourself. The greatest source of inspiration is your own thoughts. So think positively, think big, and motivate yourself to achieve greatness. Those who endure hardships with patience will ultimately find happiness, but those who inflict suffering on others can never truly be at peace. Therefore, nurture compassion, not anger, for just as rain brings life to flowers, not thunder, kindness fosters growth and harmony. Beware of deceitful individuals. No matter how sweet their words may be, they will eventually bring harm. Conversely, truthful individuals may initially seem harsh, but their words will ultimately serve as a remedy. Above all, peace of mind is the greatest wealth. Lord Shri Krishna declares that there is nothing more valuable than inner tranquility. A person who has mastered the art of keeping their mind at peace is richer than anyone who possesses material wealth. May the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita guide you toward enlightenment, peace, and divine blessings. Time does not follow the path made by man. Rather, man must follow the path shown by time. This is called destiny. Life becomes difficult when we try to change circumstances instead of adapting ourselves. Truth never claims to be the truth, yet falsehood always insists that only it is the truth. Lord Shri Krishna says, just as light dispels darkness, just as the heart radiates warmth, so too does truth shine on its own. Therefore, one must always walk the path of righteousness. O Arjuna, what have you lost that you are grieving over? What did you bring into this world that has now been taken away? What did you create that has been destroyed? What is yours today will belong to someone else tomorrow, for change is the law of the universe. Everything in the world transforms with time. Neither this body belongs to you, nor are you its master. It is composed of 5 elements: fire, water, air, earth, and sky, and one day it will merge back into them. No one has ever received more time than their destiny allows, and no one ever will. It is essential to control one's words, for wounds inflicted by words can never be healed. Krishna teaches us to fight for righteousness, to stand against injustice, and to make sacrifices for our loved ones. Truth is like a drop of oil in water. It will always rise to the surface, no matter how much falsehood surrounds it. The conduct of noble individuals sets an example for the common man to follow. If you cannot do good for others, at the very least, do no harm. The world may be weak, but its creator is not. A person who reads the Bhagavad Gita and follows its teachings is freed from the effects of past misdeeds. In life, only 2 witnesses determine what is right and wrong: God and one's own conscience. Death is an inevitable truth that has remained unchanged since the beginning of creation. Just as a person discards old clothes and wears new ones, so too does the soul shed its worn-out body to take on a new form. Accept this reality and live in the present without fear. A wise person neither mourns the dead nor grieves for the living, for they understand that life and death are part of the eternal cycle. If you have an opportunity to help someone, do not consider it selfishness. Just as one lamp can light 1,000 others without diminishing its own brightness, so too does shared happiness never decrease. A righteous heart offers righteous counsel, while an unrighteous heart leads others astray. Man is not unhappy because he lacks faith in God. He is unhappy because he does not trust in Him. Everything comes in due time. It is impatience that leads to sorrow. Anger is the gateway to destruction. It disturbs the mind, clouds judgment, and often leads to self-harm. Lord Shri Krishna advises us to remain calm, no matter how intense our emotions become. No one is born great. It is their actions that define their greatness. A right action is one whose outcome is always just, and a noble action is one whose intent is never wrong. Man often curses his fate, forgetting that his actions are greater than destiny and within his control. Whatever you possess today belonged to someone else yesterday and will belong to another tomorrow. You came into this world empty-handed, and you will leave the same way. Why grieve over what has passed? Why take pride in what you have? And why cling to what is yet to come? A wise person renounces anger and greed, for they lead to the downfall of the soul. What comes from the heart cannot be given by the hands, and what is best expressed in silence often cannot be conveyed in words. The human mind is as restless as the wind, and its desires can easily lead one astray. To achieve success, one must first learn to control the mind. A disciplined mind is free from unnecessary worries and desires, allowing one to attain their goals effortlessly. If you do not master your mind, it will become your greatest enemy. No one receives anything before its destined time, nor more than what is written in their fate. But one must always strive for achievement. A person who constantly doubts will never find peace, for excessive doubt disturbs the mind, causes confusion, and ruins relationships. Outer beauty may captivate the senses, but inner purity touches the heart. History says there was happiness yesterday. Science promises happiness tomorrow, but faith teaches that true happiness lies in a pure mind and a kind heart. The less you concern yourself with others' actions, the happier you will be. Lord Shri Krishna declares that one who lacks wisdom and faith can never attain true happiness or success. Learn to forgive and remain calm, for patience is a strength that can move mountains. Decisions should never be made in moments of extreme joy or sorrow, as emotions cloud judgment and prevent us from making the right choices. May these eternal truths guide your path and bring peace to your soul. Kanha says that whenever sin, ego, and unrighteousness increase on this earth, I will surely take incarnation to destroy them and re-establish Dharma. For those who have reached the peak of spiritual awareness, the path is selfless action. Those who have united with God attain stability and peace. Attachment is the root cause of destruction. The more one is attached, the more one suffers. Regret cannot change the past, and worry cannot improve the future. True happiness lies in embracing the present. The Bhagavad Gita teaches that human welfare is its ultimate objective. While performing his duties, man should prioritize the well-being of humanity. O Arjuna, the one who truly understands the essence of my divine birth and the activities of the soul does not take birth again after leaving the body, but attains my supreme abode. The person who renounces all desires and becomes free from emotions and worldly attachments attains immense peace. Shri Krishna advises, support those who support you and walk away from those who betray you. Never stay in a place where you are not respected. Otherwise, people will perceive you as weak and foolish. Just as crops fail without rain, a civilization without culture is doomed. Whatever God has given us is sufficient, and this truth is unshakable. Morality, love, and service do not arise without good company, satsang. Prayer to God may or may not change a person's external circumstances, but it certainly transforms their character. Those who claim they have no time for you never truly considered you significant in their lives. Speak with such kindness that even if you must retract your words, they do not leave a bitter aftertaste. Self-respect is essential. Without it, people will try to suppress you, even in places where you rightfully belong. Until you surrender to yourself, no power in the world can defeat you. Silence is often the best response, and forgiveness is the greatest punishment. No one can surpass the power of patience. Unnecessary worries and fears are like diseases that drain one's spiritual strength. A person should neither run from life's challenges nor surrender to fate. You are not weak. It is merely a phase, and time changes for everyone. Keep doing your duty. One who has never faced adversity will never know their true strength. Those who understand the struggles of others possess true compassion, and those who are pure at heart need not be reborn. Do not take pride in giving to others, for who knows whether you are truly giving or simply repaying a debt from a previous life? An arrogant person loses their lineage, honor, and prestige. Look at Ravana, the Kauravas, and Kansa as examples. Trust people based on their actions, not their words. Lord Shri Krishna says, "The one who truly knows me is liberated from the cycle of birth and death. Whatever is destined for you will come to you, and what is not meant for you will slip away, just as gusts of wind can lead a boat astray. Similarly, uncontrolled desires can mislead the intellect. The person who remains calm in joy and sorrow, in honor and insult, is very dear to me. This world is my illusion. It originates from me. I sustain it, and I dissolve it. I know all beings of the past, present, and future, yet truly, no one fully knows me. I give warmth, bring rain, and withhold it. I am both immortal and mortal, neither loving nor hating anyone. However, those who worship me with true devotion are always with me, and I am with them. God's power always resides within a human being through their senses, emotions, and mind. When an intelligent person withdraws from a relationship, understand that their self-respect has been hurt. Love is eager to apologize, while ego always wants to hear an apology. Your deeds define you, otherwise thousands of people share the same name. Despite good actions, people will only notice your faults, so do not concern yourself with their opinions. It is wiser to remain silent as much as possible, because a person's tongue leads them to commit the gravest mistakes. Deceiving someone is like taking a loan. You will inevitably have to repay it one day. A truly wise person looks for their own flaws and appreciates the virtues of others. Never trust someone who changes their nature with time. Everyone gets the opportunity to change their life, but not everyone gets a second chance to live. What is meant to happen will happen, and what is not meant to be will never occur. Those who have this conviction never suffer from anxiety. Good deeds never go to waste. They always bear fruit in due time. The biggest mistake in life is the one from which we fail to learn. The efforts you make today will shape your future, just as your present is a result of your past actions. To those who worship me with devotion, I provide everything they lack and protect all that they possess. Lord Shri Krishna says, "Abandon all forms of dharma and surrender unto me, and I will free you from all sins." Whatever the reason, whatever the situation, do not let anger take control. Do not raise your voice. Keep your mind calm, think carefully, and then decide. A truly great person is one in whose presence no one feels small. If you wish to judge a person, do not do so by his wealth but by his character. For even gold is often kept in an iron safe. The only person who has the right to criticize you is the one who also wishes to help you improve. Time is a strange force. If you move with it, it transforms your destiny. If you resist it, destiny reshapes your life. It is a misconception that crying makes a person weak. In reality, it is through breaking down that one finds true strength. We should be grateful for what we have, because the life we live today is a dream for many. Even if a stone breaks with the final blow, remember that the first strike was never in vain. Never trust someone whose nature is to deceive or hurt others. If you wish to be loved, take the first step in spreading love, for it is the law of nature that we reap what we sow. Sometimes holding on to things can cause greater harm than letting go. If something is leaving, let it go. Tears have no weight, yet when they fall, they lighten the heart. A person may deceive the world, but God keeps account of everyone's actions. Never feel the need to justify your honesty or expose another's mistakes. In time, truth will reveal itself. A tree, created by God, provides shade equally to both the rich and the poor, showing that God sees all humans as equal. Never ignore those who love, care for, and remember you. One day you may realize that while counting the stars, you lost the moon. Be patient. When the right time comes, all your efforts will bear fruit. God does not expect you to help every needy person, but He does expect you to share what you have. Meditation means smiling from within, and service means spreading that smile to others. Since you cannot see tomorrow, cherish today. Why waste moments in sorrow when you can laugh? Fortunate are not those who receive everything good, but those who create good from whatever they receive. If you seek peace, stop focusing on the faults of others and concentrate on improving yourself. Be like water, which finds its own path, rather than a stone that blocks the path of others. Just as a little medicine can heal serious illness, a little remembrance of God can ease life's greatest pains. If you are happy, that is a blessing. But the greatest blessing is when your happiness brings joy to others. Lord Shri Krishna says, if someone causes you pain, do not feel bad. People only throw stones at the tree that bears the sweetest fruits. God never creates a problem without a solution. Wealth, beauty, power, and deceit, all these will remain behind when you leave this world. Only your good deeds will accompany you. Never mistake a simple person for a weak one. Simplicity is a choice, not a weakness. Emotions are more valuable than time, so invest them only in those who truly understand their worth. The world often finds bitter those who speak the truth and walk the righteous path. Do not take pride in anything. Treat everyone with kindness, whether they are family or friends. Physical wounds may heal, but the wounds of the soul run deeper and cause greater pain. True charity is giving selflessly to those in need without expectation or condition. Never abandon your goal out of fear of criticism. For the moment you succeed, the same critics will change their opinions. If you forgive someone once, you are wise. If you forgive them twice, you are kind-hearted. But if you forgive them a third time, you are being foolish. The most valuable possession in life is the present moment. Once lost, even all the wealth in the world cannot buy it back. Shri Krishna says, a man may live his entire life, but he never truly experiences life because he is consumed by worries. He fears death, yet does not truly live. A wise person does not grieve for the dead, nor for the living. For the one who dies will be reborn, and the one who is alive will one day die. Kanha says, I cannot change your past, but if you do good in the present, I will brighten your future. If you ask God for something and do not receive it, do not be disheartened. God does not always give you what you desire. He gives you what is truly best for you. Just as a boat is needed to cross the ocean, truth is the only path to salvation. Even when we say nothing, God listens. That is why He is called God. Even if He does not speak, we can still hear Him. That is called faith. Kanha says, I am the fragrance of the earth, the warmth of fire, the life in all beings, and the self-discipline of the ascetics. Shri Krishna says, the one who remembers me at the moment of death attains my supreme abode. O human, if you wish to free yourself from worldly suffering, worship me. The one who does not worship me can find peace neither in this life nor in the afterlife. God says, the one who shares and spreads the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita is extremely dear to me. So friends, just as this wisdom has reached you, you too should become a medium to spread this divine knowledge. Share this message, become a beloved devotee of Lord Shri Krishna, and help in propagating this eternal truth. I hope you have learned something valuable from this video. Do not forget to comment Jai Shri Radhe Krishna and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening videos.